We've got breaking news from New York. A lawsuit has accused rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser says the alleged assault happened after the teen was driven to an MTV Video Music after party. The federal suit was originally filed in October, listing Combs as a defendant. It's now been refiled to include Carter. None of the allegations have been proven in court. Carter is the first celebrity to be accused of sexual assault in connection to Combs.
A 13-year-old girl was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend as she wanted to attend the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000, according to the lawsuit. In an attempt to gain entry to the venue, she began approaching limousine drivers waiting outside the celebrity-filled event. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, the lawsuit read. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that, quote, she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party. The 13-year-old, quote, recognized many celebrities upon arrival at the party and was required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. However, she was not given a copy. Combs, who would have been 30 years old at the time, then allegedly attempted to force the girl to perform oral sex on him. He stopped after she hit him in the neck, according to the lawsuit here. So now Jay-Z being accused in this now 24 years ago, raping a 13-year-old alongside Diddy at an after party here. So these are the newest allegations rocking the music world this evening.
We have some more breaking news about the accusations against Jay-Z. Now, obviously, Jay-Z is vehemently denying this, and his full statement is too long to read, so I'll post it up for you to read it here in a second. But there are a couple things that you guys need to know first. Now, the first thing I need to let you know is that if you remember very similar accusations against Diddy back in October, it is because it's the same lawsuit. It's just now amended, instead of it being Celebrity A and Celebrity B, to Jay-Z being Celebrity A. Now, as far as Celebrity B, a name has not been released, but we do know that the person was female. I would love to hear y'all's guesses on who you think it is. Now, as for the amended suit, here's what it says, and trigger warning on this one. Now, according to the lawsuit, upon arrival, the girl was asked to sign an NDA and then given a drink. By now, you know that that drink was laced. She then claims that Diddy approached her with what she's calling a crazed look in his eyes and told her, now you're ready to party. The suit states that the plaintiff was held down by Carter as he AR'd her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Carter finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and AR'd plaintiff while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Now, I'll move out of the way so you can pause to read, but this was Jay-Z's statement. He posted on X through Rock Nation, which is a company that he owns. Lastly, if you don't already, make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss any of these crucial updates. Spread the word and drop your thoughts in the comments because I always love to know what you guys think.
Well, well, well. The dominoes keep on falling. Salute, salute, salute. What's up, Jail?
Salute, how you doing?
I'm doing. The dominoes are still falling.
Looks like it. Is that credible? I mean, is that credible? Is that something that's
it is credible? It's the allegations next. So apparently it's coming from the list. You know they didn't open up them records. And they said the next big one was going to be a shocker, which I'm not shocked.
Not at all.
I'm not shocked at all.
I mean, who do you think the B person is? I think it might be his wife.
Yep.
I mean, they weird. They weird.
Then she going to try to save herself and talk?
I mean, if she's smart, she would. But the thing is, she really, I mean, she can, but they can't make her because she's married to him.
Right. But they were saying something about her trying to get a divorce, but I don't think she divorced yet.
Mm-hmm.
If they did it
Because
behind the
either way, no
scenes.
matter what, they can't. If they stayed married, neither one of them could testify against each other because they're married.
Right.
That'd probably be the smartest thing to do is just stay married because then you don't, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? At least that way there's no incriminating evidence coming from your spouse, ex-spouse, or whatever. At least you can keep that much a secret. But I don't know. I don't.
It's crazy.
It's not surprising to me though. Like none of it surprises me. Like I believe 98.999% of the entertainment industry is involved in stuff like this. I
Yep.
mean, honestly, I do. So none of it surprises me. It's none of it's like, oh, I'm so shocked. I can't believe they're like that. Please, no, they're all like that.
And it's slowly trickling out now. Starting to trickle.
Yeah, but like I said 4 or 5 years ago, the Epstein flight list is the same thing as the Diddy
It
party list. They're the
is.
same names. It's the same names that hung out with Epstein. They all hang around. It's the same circle.
Yep.
It's the same circle. Like,
Same
at what point
circle.
are you gonna stop running around in circles and just start collecting the circle? Like, it's the same circle. How many times are we going to go through this with different people being the scapegoat in this ring of terror that they have? Like, come on, stop with them. Stop with it. Stop. Just collect them all, get it all done over with, and let's move on. Like, for
But
real.
you see on the ones that's getting exposed right now. And
Mhm.
you know the rabbit hole go way deeper. They small fish.
Yeah, of course. Everybody's got a boss. They're not running. They're not running things. They're the runners. I mean, there's somebody above them that requests and requires them to do whatever it is they're doing for whatever
Absolutely.
reason that they're doing it, for whatever means that there is to have it done. Like, so
Mhm.
they're not the shot callers. They're not the ones that they're not the head honchos. They're not the top of the pyramid at all.
Right.
Close, but not.
No.
They're not the top.
They still climbing up the pyramid.
Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. The more heinous things you do, and the more things you get involved in, the higher up you go.
Mhm.
It's like in any secret society or any kind of whatever, it's the same thing. Like the more outrageous things you do, the more basically clout within that society you get, more notoriety, the higher you climb. So that's what that's all about.
The-
That's yeah.
And the more secrets you have to keep.
Yeah. And the more that's put on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you I mean, I've heard allegedly of a lot of things happening to children, like the adrenochrome and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all part of it, I mean, that's all, and it's just torturous things that they're doing. I mean, not even just the fact that it's children is disgusting. They're human. We're humans. Like humans doing this to
Right.
humans is just, where is your mindset, and what kind of demon are you for real? Like that's my question. Like what kind of demon are you?
I think we're gonna all find out. I think we're gonna find out something big
I mean, where do you
that's
come from?
behind the mask. That's
I don't
behind the
understand.
mask.
Right, but I don't understand how power, money, stardom could make people do those type of things just in the long run, to be a prisoner in their own wish and their own dream. Because once you reach that point, you can't live a normal life. You're constantly you're living in a fishbowl. Basically, everybody's watching your every move. You can't go be a normal person and go shopping and walk down the beach without being mobbed
Look,
by paparazzi. You lose everything. You're a whole prisoner. So why
right.
would you want to do horrible things that basically they totally sell your soul and crush who you are as an individual for that type of life? Like, I don't understand the mentality of people that do that. Like, it doesn't compute with me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense on why anybody would want that type of clout and lifestyle. Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand being wealthy, but the fame and the fortune and the blah blah blahs and the $1 million homes and the $1 million ships and all that. What is the point of that? What is all that flashy stuff for? And the things you have to do to get that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at the end.
And I'm sure they're not happy with all that money. They still ain't happy. They're not
No, because
happy.
at the end of the day, they may skip the governmental worldly justice. They may skip it. They may get off on that. But the one thing they can't get past is the Most High. They still will be judged. They still will have to answer for their things. They'll still have to answer for everything.
Oh
So
yeah.
while you're here, you can run to whatever country you want to run to. You can hide under whatever rock you want to hide under. But the Most High will find you, and you will at one day have to pay for it all. You will have to pay for it all. So it's to me, it just seems pointless. It seems absolutely pointless, and it's sad because we're talking children, innocent people. Hurt people. So you're going to continue to hurt people, which creates
Hurt people.
a chain of people hurting people.
Yep.
And then you wonder why they're all out here and why these kids are going through this. And after a while, it's like a drug addict. The first time it's free, then they get you addicted, and then all of a sudden you're doing everything you possibly can to get that same fix, to get that same buzz. Then you're robbing people, you're robbing stores, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's the same thing with these traffickings of these young people. First time, well, yeah, I'm gonna show you the lifestyle. I'm gonna show you how this works. Then all of a sudden they'll go, that was fun. That was a good party. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, you're in it now. Now you're in it. Now you're expected to get the goods and do this and do that. It's the same thing. Like, it's crazy to me. People don't even realize that kind of stuff.
A lot of time there's a lot of blackmail involved. A lot of blackmail involved. And once the blackmail starts, they become part of it. It becomes the new norm for them. I mean,
because now you're locked in.
I've read about how some of them get enticed with drugs and alcohol and being spiked with different stuff. And once they get you in a position that they got something to hold over your head, you're in. And some people just conform. I mean, just by the things I've read, they conform and they become part of the billing squad.
Were you able to read Jay-Z's statement?
Yes, I read some of it.
What did it say? Because I didn't read it. I couldn't.
Diddy was 24 and Jay-Z was 30 at the time that this happened to this 13-year-old girl. She's not 13 no more. This happened when she was 13. And so how
was
this
20 years ago?
Huh?
Like 20 years ago?
Like 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. It happened like 20 years ago. And I guess apparently the girls made a statement or spoke out or whatever, whatnot. And it came out that apparently it was Diddy at first, but then them files is opening up, in which it included Jay-Z, but Jay-Z ended up being the head honcho with this particular incident, allegedly. But what
did his statement say?
New York Post. Go ahead, what you say?
Well, what did his statement say? Because on that clip you showed, it said the statement was behind on what he said. His reaction to it was, but I didn't read it. Did you read that?
Yeah, here you go. I'm going to pull it up now. This just happened. They just posted this today. And I was like, what? We so distracted by everything else. And look what's really going on. Look what's going on now.
It's going to continue to go on. This is how it's supposed to be. This is the whole thing. That's what it does.
It said the alleged victim only identified as Jane Doe leveraged and disturbed allegations on a newly refiled civil lawsuit filed in the Southern District of New York on Sunday today. So it was already a thing, but it was just Jay-Z. I mean, it was just Diddy, but now it includes Jay-Z as basically the main perpetrator. I mean, they both did it.
Right, but I want to know what his comment was to it. I want to know what he said. Well, his reaction was. Did he deny it? What did he say? Like, oh, these allegations are false and heinous, and I'm going to do everything I can do to save my name and my legacy. That type stuff is what I want to know. Like, I really want to know what he said. I couldn't read it because it was so small. I want to hear his statement.
You know, you got something to say.
Well, he did, because that man right there that you just showed had the whole statement behind him, but you couldn't read it.
Yeah, it was small.
Mm-hmm.
Try to read it. Let's see if I pull it back up.
I don't know, because that's what I want to see. I mean, of course, obviously he's not going to say yes, it was me, and yes, I did it. Of course not. I mean, who would? But um, yeah. But all it is a bunch of lies. I mean, eventually, I mean, they're innocent until proven guilty, supposedly. So he's gonna deny until the denial can't be denied anymore. That's not known thing. So
The complaint was allegedly originally filed in October against Combs, but has since been amended to include Jay Z, which his real
right.
name is Sean Carter. Carter though lashed out. He lashed out at the allegations late Sunday, claiming in the statement that the alleged victim lawyer refiled the complainant over all the allegations, trying to claim blackmail for his first words.
Hmm.
In the court paperwork, the alleged teen victim claimed she was attacked by Combe and Carter at a drug-filled house party on September of 2000. That was 24 years ago. After a VMA show at Rock City Music Hall, as an unnamed female celebrity watched on. So his Carter's remarks are that it's blackmail. But that's what he has to say. But she's trying to blackmail him.
Hmm.
That's what he had to say today. The girl
Well, because
claimed
you can't blackmail somebody if they didn't do anything wrong. It'd be if they didn't do anything wrong, it'd be extortion. Blackmail is something I have something on you. And if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell. So just by saying blackmail, it almost says you're guilty. Like his words should have been, "You're trying to extort me," like rather than blackmail me. Like I don't think he used the right terminology there to claim innocence.
She said a girl claimed the alleged attack unfolded after she had one drink that left her feeling woozy and lightheaded, according to the filing. Looking for a place to rest, plaintiff entered, and she said, well, it was an empty bedroom, so she can lie down for a moment. That's what the original charges were filed. Soon after Combe entered the room, along with the defendant Carter, the female celebrity, said they immediately started to attack her sexually. And she said she recognized three celebrities, but those two are the ones that she named. Said Combs allegedly approached the plaintiff with a crazy look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "Are you ready to party?" Combs then threw the plaintiff towards the wall, causing the plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her against her throat and threw her to the bed. At this point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. That medicine was kicking in. The woman alleged she was then pinned down and raped by Combs and Carter and an unknown as a unknown female star watched. So the third person was a female who watched. In the statement, Carter, who was married to pop star Beyonce Knowles in 2008, deraged the allegation as he ripped his alleged victim attorney, to whom he says she is now filing a civil lawsuit against Combs after he slapped with a federal sex trafficking charge in September. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Beesba. So she's
Busby.
trying
It's
to.
the same. It's the same person that's handled all Diddy's people, like Tony Busby.
So her lawyer done reached out to their lawyer asking for money. Apparently, that's not panning out because now that it's out, they must ain't trying to match up their money.
Right, because at the end of the day, they give them a chance, like with them tapes. They're given an opportunity to buy the tapes. If you don't buy the tapes, then they're getting exposed. You can settle, or we could bring this out in the open and take it to trial. So that's what he's doing. He's like, okay, so this is what we have. So if you don't want to settle now for whatever obscene amount of money, then we're going to open up this case and we're going to expose you. And that's why they're calling it blackmail. But at the same time, it's really not blackmail. He's giving you an opportunity to pay it off and shut them up, or not pay it off and let it be out there. I mean, just like Diddy and Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had offered him quietly and he refused. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Then that's when he decided to settle with her. But that was after all the paperwork was done. Once the paperwork's filed, it's done. Like, she tried to make a verbal agreement with him and he was like, no, not happening. So she filed the paperwork and that's what got him in trouble. That's what spiraled the whole thing. So basically he's doing the same thing, saying, well, listen, this is what we can do behind closed doors. However, if you don't, this is what's going to happen. He's calling that blackmail.
Carter added, my only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of this crime and explain the cruelty and greed of people.
Now, if that little girl knows anything, she knows what's going on. Like, that little girl, she's not stupid.
Yeah.
She's not stupid. She's not. If nothing else, she's heard conversations. She's walked in on certain things or certain. I mean, come on. She's 13, 14-year-old little girl. I have a niece that's 9 years old that don't miss nothing. You know what I mean? So let's just keep it a whole buck. That little girl is not. She's not clueless. Let's just. You don't have to explain nothing to them. Them celebrity kids know. Them celebrity kids talk. They talk about their parents, just like all kids talk about their parents.
Yep. So apparently she don't have no
growing up. Did you sit around and talk about your parents? I know we did. Growing up as kids, everyone talk about our parents, what our parents do, and this and that, and blah 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 blah. You know, gossiping as little kids. That's what kids do. They know what they talk about their parents. The Kardashian kids talk about their parents to Mariah Carey's kids, and Mariah Carey's kids be talking with Jay-Z, Beyonce kid, and Diddy's daughter. I mean, they all know each other. They all talk. Come on, it's a whole circle. It's a whole ring. It's not like they don't know each other. Huh? It's not like they don't know each other. I mean, they obviously do know each other. They obviously get along. All their families are connected. The whole situation is connected. So it's very apparent that it's to assume that they all are familiar with one another and those kids talk. You know, when they all get together, it's like, let's the grown folks time. You know, you have the grown folks section and the kids section. When them kids are off doing the kid thing, them kids is talking, or they're sneaking around corners, eavesdropping and listening. They're not stupid. Like, stop playing. Like, come on, man. Like, you don't want to get them kids involved because them kids will snitch on you. They'll tell. They're going to tell it. Especially if something happened to them, they're going to tell it.
Exactly. I don't know what was. I don't know if it was just a rumor or what. Remember a while back here, it was a thing about one of Obama's daughters, and supposed to be allegedly Biden's son.
Oh yeah, I seen the picture of all that. Yeah, he was messing with her.
A lot of the celebrity kids are involved in stuff like that also.
Yeah, they it's like an arranged hookup. Like, it's an arranged hookup, not an arranged marriage, but it's like an arranged hookup. Like, oh, okay, son, you want such and such, such, I can make it happen. I mean, look at Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. Like, her dad orchestrated that whole thing into play. Like, he made that happen. He made that happen. Like, she wanted him, and he made it happen. So it's a thing.
And I was just reading the other day about Steve Harvey daughter.
Yeah, messing with Diddy and the son.
Yes,
I think allegedly I heard she was with Future, Diddy, and the Diddy son. Like that's, I mean, they
Yeah,
get passed around. They get passed around like a
pass
football. Like
around.
come on, they're hot potatoes. They're couple hot potatoes. You know what I mean? And little hot potatoes. Like, it's disgusting, and they all have the same diseases. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's no wonder that they don't wear protection because what's the point? They all have the same stuff, so you might as well just go ahead and just be free with it. Like what? 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 Stop it.
Wow,
It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's absolutely nasty. Nasty.
it's crazy.
Mm, mm, mm.
This world we live in is just crazy.
It is. It
I just
is.
had seen them talking about that. Now they didn't say anything about charging Steve Harvey, but they was talking about his daughter. They already had said something about him and his wife was said she had left him allegedly. Marjorie had left him. So all that been brewing behind the scenes, it's been already brewing.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff has probably already been discussed and come out with, but they wait to tell the public. They wait a while to tell the public. Like, my thing is this: I feel like once they make it known to the public, there's already 3 or 4 plays that are going on as they're letting us know this information. Like, there's always something else coming up that they're working on because it's the distraction. Like, okay, let's distract them with this. Well, this, and this is going on. Okay, we'll expose
Mm-hmm.
this. Then this, and this is going on. It's a repeat cycle. Like, if people don't realize that, I don't know what to tell them. But that's exactly what it is.
Mahel going live with my same topic right now. I just got a notification. Go Mahel. Yeah. Let me go see what he's breaking down over there. But yeah,
All right, well,
time.
salute. I'll meet you over there.
Hot news. Breaking news. Breaking news. So what now?
I said salute. I'll meet you over there.
All right then.
All right. See
Yeah.
you in the bushes.
All right now, pal.
All right. Salute.
Salute. My people, my people, my people. What is really going on? Boy, the dominoes are really falling down. They are falling down. I tell you, there's a lot of real stuff going on in the streets, outside of the YouTube streets. Keep your eyes open. Until next time, salute.